Well, of course, we all want to be happy. Religions and philosophies have given many people answers over the centuries on how to do so. But science has started to formally study how people can become happy and, more importantly, sustain that happiness. Here with us now, what could be considered the secrets to happiness, and maybe the most important conversation we have all morning, Dr. Scott Carroll from the University of New Mexico. Doctor, so what have scientists started to discover in terms of the secrets of happiness? We always think of this as an emotional thing. We were just talking with Matt, about, chemistry between different people. But is there really a scientific thing behind this?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, happiness is now being formally studied, something called positive psychology.
Okay.
But now the studies are starting to produce answers. So what we're finding is that there are things that happy people consistently do that produce their happiness. And what's more is you can learn to do those things. So it's not so much sort of you're just blessed with happiness. You can actually learn to be happier.
You're being proactive about it.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the things that people are doing? Everyone get your pens ready at home. What are they doing to make themselves happy consistently?
So the number one thing is loving relationships.
Okay.
And happy people cultivate loving relationships throughout their life. And it's not necessarily family or friends, but it can be coworkers. And the key thing is that you feel deeply connected to the other person.
Okay.
And so that deep connection is what seems to produce the happiness.
Gotcha. Okay, what are some of the other things that are going on?
Number two, the second most important thing, or the second thing that produces the most happiness, is actually enjoying what you do day to day. So whether that's your job, whether it's your hobby, whether it's volunteer work or raising your family, whatever it is, that your day-to-day activities and what you're doing moment by moment is the key. So enjoying that.
So really breaking it down, because there's a lot of people out there. I'm very fortunate that I love my job, but a lot of people are not out there in careers necessarily that they love doing. What advice do you have for someone that they may feel like they're stuck in their day-to-day things, but they can't really change it? You know what I mean?
Well, that comes into the third point, which is the positive attitude.
Okay.
And I think this is really the glue, because this is the one that you can most change. And so there are three components to positive attitudes. So you've got the first one is optimism. Practice seeing the glass half full. It literally is that simple. And it's a choice, and a habit. So you do that, that's the first thing. The second one is practicing gratitude, appreciation for what you have. And one of the simplest exercises you can do to increase this is actually just make a list of all the good things in your life. And actually, if you sit down and start writing those things down, you'll actually come away feeling happy. There's research studies just showing that just making the list alone can improve your happiness. And then the third thing, and this is the one I really love, savoring life.
Okay.
So, happy people, they savor the moment-to-moment things, the sunset, the good meal, the laugh with the friend. So those little moment-to-moment things, they savor them.
Gotcha. So, it really comes down to having that positive attitude and kind of taking a step back and reflecting. It is sort of a reflective thing, as you said, making that list of gratitude and figuring out all the great things that are going on, because we always get bogged down in the negativity.
Oh,
you
yes.
always latch onto the bad thing that happens,
Right.
completely forget about the good things that happen throughout the day.
Absolutely.
So really having that positive attitude, that's very key to it.
Right. Loving relationships, enjoy what you do, positive attitude.
There you go. Fantastic. Well, I think those are pretty attainable stuff. And if you want more information from Dr. Scott Carroll, head over to CASA.com, click on the CASA blog.